Okay, hi everybody. This is the Math 20-1 Trigonometry review. This is question 29. Okay, the question says I've got point P here is at negative root 3 over 2, comma negative 1 over 2, and Q 1 over 2, root 3 over 2. These are 2 points on the unit circle. Now because it's on the unit circle, remember this means, let's just say it like this, because this is on the unit circle, the points here are cosine theta, sine of theta. Okay, there's a lot of little bits of information that I gotta put together here. But I know that to be true here. So now, what I'm gonna do is just take a look at the points here. Notice that P is negative, negative. So that puts P in quadrant 3. Okay, Q is positive, positive. Well, that puts that in quadrant 1. Okay, now let's take a look. Now, what that was is that was me using the signs. Okay, just to figure out what quadrants we're in. Now let's look at the ratios. Notice that the cosine ratio is root 3 over 2. The sine ratio is 1 over 2. Now, whether you're using the unit circle or special triangles, you should see right away that this corresponds to a reference angle of 30 degrees. And so that means this angle right here is going to be 30 degrees. Okay? Over here, cosine is a half, sine is root 3 over 2. That corresponds to a reference angle of 60 degrees. So right here, this angle here is 60 degrees. Now, if the object rotates counterclockwise from point P to point Q, okay, so counterclockwise, so we're rotating this way, through what angle did it rotate? Well, we just got to piece this together. If this right here is 30 degrees, that makes this angle right here 60, because that angle in that quadrant is 90 degrees. The angle right here is 90 degrees, and then that remaining angle is also 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees, so 60, 90, and 60. And when you put that all together, what have you got here? Well, 60 plus 90 is going to be 150. Plus another 60, that puts that as a sum, well, we'll just add it up here. 60 plus 90 plus 60, whoops, sorry, can't see that, is equal to 210 degrees. And that's the angle that it rotated through.